Hi there, just a quick video. I'm going to be reviewing two graphic novels that I've just finished reading. First I'm going to review Batman Year 1, written by Frank Miller, and then I'll be reviewing Batman the Killing Joke, written by Alan Moore. You'll be familiar with Alan Moore for having written Watchmen, and that's one of the only graphic novels I've read so far, and I gave that one a 10 out of 10, because in about 300 and something pages you get 12 comic books, chapters, to tell a whole story and different elements interconnect, and it allows for a diverse range of personalities to be expressed through the characters. With Batman Year 1, you're only given about 4 chapters into one story, a Batman origin story. I think for its time, it was a revamping of the idea of how Batman could have originated, and not many people attempt to do that sort of thing, so you need a fantastic writer like Frank Miller, who also worked on Sin City, which, by the way, the Sin City movie is one of my favourite movies of all time, hence why I'm getting into graphic novels at the moment. So having that dark, not noir necessarily in this story, but you can get the essence of that feeling that comes behind that word noir. You get that sort of grounding into more realistic tones where things are gritty, things are a little bit, I don't want to say pessimistic, but through a sort of pessimistic lens you can see the lower aspects, sides of humanity. It's not overly emphasized in Batman Year 1, but it definitely has an element of realism behind it. I find that just makes the story a bit more it's easier to appreciate compared to superheroes defeat the bad guys, yay. So yeah, it's 4 chapters. The character I felt was best developed was Commissioner Gordon. I don't think there's a lot of room to develop the characters in just 4 chapters, I'm afraid. But as far as an origin story can go, told in a few chapters, I think this does a really good job, so I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Moving swiftly on to The Killing Joke, written by Alan Moore and Brian Bolland. Well, he did the art, Brian Bolland. The artwork's fantastic in this, by the way. In terms of, as far as art goes, this one's 10 out of 10. And in terms of how much story you can fit into one chapter of about 50 pages as well, 10 out of 10. There isn't a single sentence or detail in an image that is unnecessary in this. It's quite compact. This one I'm giving a 9 out of 10. So in a similar vein to what I was just going on about having an element of that realism or that darkness or negativity that you can find in real life being introduced into the story, instead of keeping it all light and colourful, it just makes it more gripping, I find. I don't like stories that are sweet. I guess I like stories that are bitter, but you need a balance between the bitter and the sweet, of course. But I find that all these graphic novels that I'm mentioning have that bitter element done to a T, and this one, absolutely fantastic, great graphics, yeah, 9 out of 10. So this is the beginning of my journey into getting into graphic novels. So far I've read Watchmen, Mouse, Batman Year 1, and Batman the Killing Joke. Alright, that's my review. Hopefully, if you haven't read these yet, I hope this inspires you to read them. Especially if you're familiar with the sort of tones that I'm talking about. I'm obviously not expressing it well enough. If you're familiar with that sort of flow, if you enjoyed a movie like Sin City, or you enjoyed the Batman The Dark Knight Rises movie, absolutely you're going to enjoy these. So yeah, I recommend. Thanks for watching.